No face, no case, no trace, no waste in the crypto game. He's the ace in the race. No face, no case, no need to replace the king of the chain, staying in his own space.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the No Face Crypto channel, where there's no face, no case. You feel me? Just a quick update video for you guys today. We are moving very, very fast in this market in terms of sentiment. First things first, we had a meeting with the Federal Reserve today, October 21st, 2025. 7-hour long payment innovation conference, and you know they talked about crypto. I'm not going to go ahead and play all these clips and stuff. I'll save it for another video, but I will let you guys hear, a few minutes of it. Please understand, guys, we are moving very, 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 very fast in this space. And once you guys are done listening to this clip, I have a few more things to say with that.
Point around the readiness for adoption and what that really means, because I think we've talked about some of the transformational potential of this from an asset perspective, but also that means moving away from daily cycles for funding settlement, or would mean differences in terms of how data is consumed. If you want.
So what you guys are going to start hearing her and these people talk about is the need for 24/7 liquidity in crypto spaces and payment updating, basically. And I just want you guys to know, when you hear this stuff, XRP and Ripple solve all of it. So just understand, it's reading between the lines 24/7 with this crypto shit. It's just crazy. It's crazy stuff, and you guys really need to start paying attention. We are moving so fast. Guys, by the end of this year, literally, in the next 2 months, this space will not look the same in 2 months. I can guarantee it.
If I even could do it, I'd need a guarantee. How do I know you can deliver?
You don't, but I can.
That real-time visibility, and I completely agree with you that is something that, from a service provider perspective, there's going to need to be the ability to move at the speed of the client, in terms of, for those that want to make more significant changes to their operating models to allow them to really engage with these types of assets, great. But also there's going to be plenty who are only interested in the investment case. They want to access that asset, and they don't want any additional complexity or pain, and there's going to be a need to take that away as well. So it's definitely going to take a bit of time to adapt, but if we don't find a way to do both of those things, it's going to be very difficult to kind of jump into that end state.
Yeah, I mean, to the, why would somebody do that? Why is it worth the trouble? I think that it's pretty clear that a lot of traditional markets are going to go to either 24/5 or 24/7. And as soon as that happens, guess what? You need to be able to move collateral 24/5 or 24/7. And so I think whether people want to or not, they're going to.
There is one institution positioned to be able to do this 24/7, and it's Ripple.
Find that this is an essential part of how they manage their assets. And I agree, there is a world where that kind of hybrid system is more complicated. And I think the goal is to make it at the least more complicated that it needs to be.
Yeah, and I think importantly, just trading 24/7 is more complicated. So it is, what is the optimal way of creating an infrastructure to manage in that world?
That's about all you guys need to hear. Understand they are pushing for DeFi heavy. We are past the point of understanding what these cryptocurrencies do, and we are now at the point of using these cryptocurrencies to better our lives. If you guys are behind the ball, you need to catch up. I don't have anything else to say, but we're going to go ahead and move on to the next topic. And this is why this is so important, okay? You hear these people talking about DeFi this, DeFi that. We got Evernorth acquisition, and I mean, we're going to get into that in another video, but there are so many pushes towards DeFi right now. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. So why would you go ahead and spend your crypto, your XRP specifically, at Walmart for payments? I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Do not give your XRP to one of the richest families in America. They are stealing the most valuable asset available right now. And that is the way I see this. That is the way you guys need to see this too. Okay? Let's go ahead and just finish up this video very quickly with a little bit of the Evernorth information. First things first, guys, just to kind of segue off of my last point, during the Federal Reserve meeting today, they announced they are studying a new payment account model that would give fintech and crypto firms limited access to Fed payment rails without full banking privileges. Now, this might sound like a bad thing. Understand that's going to require a bank to come in and give those privileges. Not just the SEC, not just the Fed itself. There's going to need to be a bank in compliance with what the SEC wants to see, what the Fed wants to see. And this is just a very short start to what we're about to see in crypto. Go ahead and let them have a fraction of the funding or whatever the fuck you want to call it. It does not matter. We are going to see this space absolutely explode. Don't even get me started on the ETFs, all right? Let's go ahead and jump in here with the news on Evernorth. Guys, a new $1 billion public company, Evernorth, will buy XRP on the open market to build the world's largest institutional XRP treasury. Now look at who's running it. Former Ripple GM who led adoption with MoneyGram and BitsGo. Ex-head of Strategic Capital and Bank of America who managed $8 billion in balance sheet capital. Legal chief of leadership at Gemini, Amex, and Bitcoin Legal Defense Fund. A fintech builder who launched card payment rails used by Coinbase and Venmo. Brad Garlinghouse himself and David Schwartz are advising this. These aren't just insiders, they're architects of the next financial rails. They're buying billions worth of XRP to lock supply and scale adoption before the public even wakes up. Wake up, y'all. Wake up. Capital markets are shifting. XRP is a settlement layer. Repost of this change how you see XRP. What if 1,000 XRP isn't crazy? It's not. Alright, guys? Not only did David Schwartz and Brad Garlinghouse join the advisor of this company that will be going live on NASDAQ under XRPN next year, we also had Chris Larson donate $50 million to this company. And now understand, when they go out like MicroStrategy and go buying up XRP like crazy, the supply shock on XRP and given the ETFs as well, and given a reverse carry trade and just the public waking up to this in general, it's not even going to be funny what is about to happen here. I need you guys to lock in and understand this shit is not a joke. Alright, Chris Larson said, "Congratulations, Ash Go Blue and the Evernorth XRP team on today's launch. Evernorth fills the missing link today in XRP capital markets and XRP usage in DeFi products." You see this DeFi starting to trend. I made the call months ago, guys. DeFi will be the story of this cycle. Quote unquote cycle. The cycles are over, guys. I hope you realize that now. Alright? I'm proud to invest 50 million XRP in the firm. You may see some wallet movement on this. Now, if we want to go ahead and look at Chris Larson's wallet, we can track down these moves and verify this as well. This is the most bullish news. Look, I knew 2025 was going to be crazy. I didn't know it was going to be crazy like this. Alright, guys. And just to end this video very quickly, alright, in terms of DeFi, I just want to remind everyone to stay patient. We just got good, decent DeFi opportunities for XRP. Alright, 3.5% is the absolute floor. So when we are investing into these DeFi opportunities, we need to be patient. There are going to be issues. It's new. All right. You are here to learn. Never put all your eggs in one basket. If you're going to learn something about DeFi, please put a couple bucks in and then figure it out. All right. Then do the math based off of that. Scale up. It's very easy to do it that way. All right. I'll say it here first. I know he's watching this video. Bro, Flare had an issue today with, they're showing error codes. Obviously, we know AWS went down yesterday, which was absolutely insane. I will talk about that in another video as well. But Flare or More Markets was sending error codes today, and a lot of people were pretty upset with this. And I just want to remind everyone that just to relax, and you never know what's going to happen, and to take every day as it comes. DeFi is brand new, and there will be some issues, but just because you see an error page somewhere doesn't mean all your money is gone. And the person who knows I'm talking about them, they know I'm joking and I'm just fucking with them, and it's fine. But in all seriousness, guys, like, this is the time to learn. DeFi is brand new. You need to be learning this stuff now so that when this comes, you know what they're talking about. Because by the time institutions come in with this stuff, they're gonna make it so easy for the average person to buy an ETF or this, that, the other to get XRP exposure without actually having to hold XRP. They're effectively going to buy you out of your freedom. I guarantee it. Now, you guys may be asking yourself right now, why does this dumbass have a picture of all this money on the screen? All right, very quickly, I'm going to tell you about an experience I had today without giving too much detail, guys. Look, I touch a lot of money here and there, and that's all I'll say. Today, I did not touch this amount of money, but I did see in person $2 million basically in cash. It was such a small surface area that it was like two, clothing bins. It really was nothing, and it just made me think, like, they have to pay people to transport this cash, pay for their protection, their insurance, pay for them to carry firearms. They got to do like all this kind of stuff. You got to pay for transportation, and it's heavy, and it stinks, and it deteriorates after time, and sometimes it can be fake. I mean, there's a million bad things, and just looking at $2 million in cash in person and understanding that people work their whole lives for an amount of money that can be put in a 3x3 square, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad, and it makes you realize how stupid United States dollars, how stupid cash is. It's stupid. And I just wanted to put that in there in this video. I know this is kind of a tangent and it's dumb, but it really makes you realize I can send XRP without having to hire armed guards and transportation and security, cameras, 24/7 live streaming, and just the million things it takes to move money around in, let's just say, a gray area industry. We'll put it that way. Guys, I'm going to get out of here for the night, but I do want to let you know, if you have enjoyed this video or any content you have seen on this channel so far, please subscribe, hit that like button, and drop a comment, and let me know if you guys would like to see anything in specific. I am trying to get to 500 subscribers so we can start a little of a community. And with that being said, I have a massive video coming for you guys soon concerning all of Ripple's acquisitions this year, how they all connect exactly, how they serve each other, what they do with each other, and how they are an all-encompassing financial system. I will break that down for you, and that will kind of serve as a platform for this channel moving forward as we go into the DeFi era. With that being said, it will be heavy informational, and it will be probably about an hour long or more. I need y'all to run that up. It will be, I don't think I've seen any YouTuber cover these acquisitions in detail like I'm about to and actually make these connections. Because once you see how deep this goes and how much of a footprint Ripple actually has on this new financial world, me, myself, and I feel behind myself just doing the information, doing the research for these videos. It's just insane. So I hope you guys have had an amazing day. Please lock in and subscribe if you have enjoyed this channel thus far. And turn on the bell while you're at it. I don't know if that's still a thing and people do that. Go ahead and tap in and turn on that bell. I'm out of here.
Masked up tight like the thief in the dark. No face, no case, that's the spark of his art. Charts crashing, burning like the 4th of July. But no face, crypto still flying high. He rides the wave while the rest just drown. Rich list rider wearing the crown. Liquidation storms can't crack his code. He built his empire on the blockchain road. No face, no case, no trace, no waste. In the crypto game, he's the ace in the race. No face, no case, no need to replace the king of the chain, staying in his his own space. When the market turned red and the bulls went blind, he stayed steady, sharp, mastermind, refined. While wallets froze and traders wept, he flipped the script and his ledger kept. Bag so heavy, it bends the rules. Swimming through the sharks while they fight for pools. The greatest YouTuber to grace the scene, turning bear markets into a money machine. No face, no case, no trace, no waste in the crypto game. He's the ace in the race. No face, no case, no need to replace the king of the chain, staying in his own space. When the market turned red and the bulls went blind, he stayed steady, sharp, mastermind, refined. While wallets froze and traders wept, he flipped the script and his ledger kept. Bag so heavy, it bends the rules. Swimming through the sharks while they fight for pools. The greatest YouTuber to grace the scene, turning bear markets into a money machine. No face, no case, no trace, no waste in the crypto game. He's the ace in the race. No face, no case, no need to replace the king of the chain, staying in his own space.